at or what we're saying, because everything we say is what women want to
so
hear,
interesting.
right?
We are so interesting. Here we are at Living Dolls Inc., hosted by Renee Shea Fashion, and we're going to talk girl talk. So why don't we just start with men? What's your ideal man, Linda?
Well, let's see. I'm married to him. He is an excellent father, excellent husband. He's a good provider. So I really have the whole package. And, you know, I've been there years ago where it was just the look, you know, the bodybuilder, the good looking, but that lasts 4 months tops.
Or until your first conversation with
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Come on, let's get real.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Or
So-
they text you instead of talk to you. Give me a break.
Well, I have to admit that I still get attracted to an amazing smile.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know what there is about a man's smile, but if they've got a beautiful set of teeth and a great smile, I'm hooked.
I agree.
But they do have to have a brain, and they do have to keep me interested, and they do have to, you know, teach me something I don't know. I need to have a smart man. And it helps if they travel so that I don't have to see them all the time.
Adventurous.
Right, and if they're adventurous.
All right. And when will you be back in Port, Sailor?
Yeah. Hey, I started my life like that. I was a flight attendant, and I had guys all over the world, and it was really fun. So I guess I can end my life that way, too.
Been there, done that. What about you, Tracy? What do you look for in a man?
Well, I would say that a lot of the things that Donna hit on, but I like to have someone who, you know, likes to have fun and has that youthfulness, but also has the intelligence, and that we can carry a conversation, and that I can stay intrigued.
And is responsible. He's not a boy.
Responsibility
He's a
man.
is huge.
That is huge.
Looks are not at the top of my list. Of course, you want to be attracted to them, and they have to have. It's charisma. That's what it is. It's charisma. I have to have the charisma.
You know, that's absolutely
that's
true,
the
because,
magic.
you know, you would think that, you know, looks are everything, but it isn't.
No.
And it isn't the only thing that attracts you. There's so many other things that sometimes you can't even define.
Right.
And I know I have a friend who says, "You like him? Why do you like him? I don't
I
understand."
have a new definition. It's called swag.
Yeah,
Oh.
and it's like, you know, you
Swag.
don't have to understand why I like someone or don't like someone. It's a natural instinct to be drawn to somebody.
Yes.
You don't have to explain it. It just is what it is. Do you agree with that?
Oh, absolutely. I would agree with that. I'm kind of in a different place in my life right now that I'm pretty much into the handyman that I can pay. They fix the stuff and they go home.
I like that too.
I'm just not.
I like this too. I have a list called Joe's Jobs, and this is a 29-year-old boy that always needs to pick up extra cash, and I just call, "Joe, can you come over? I have a list for you."
Exactly.
It's perfect.
29 bucks a job?
No, 20. He's 29 years
Oh.
old.
Because I paid my handyman a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he's only $20 an hour, but you cannot borrow him because I found him. He's mine.
that's okay. I have one. I have my own handyman.
All right, good. I'm glad to hear that.
So I think what happens throughout your life, whether you're in high school, of course, the guy had to have a hot car.
Yo, absolutely.
And it didn't really matter anything else, but he had to be a hot guy.
He had to be
hot
popular.
car.
He had to be popular.
Yeah,
He
and
wasn't
popular.
A job that helped if he was captain of the football team and had a hot car.
Yes,
It did.
exactly. And in your young 20s or so, it was somebody that could be your companion and take you places and show you things that you haven't seen yet. And 30s would probably get the married people. In the 40s, I'm not sure. But at the end of 40s, I think most of us became single again. And now we're like, well, what? Could I actually go on a date? I'm not so sure about that.
And you know, it's tough because, you know, we had a lot of ups and downs, and you ride the waves, and hopefully you're growing together because, you know, at times we grew apart, and let me tell you, it was close. you know, as far as getting the divorce papers and we're done and
Really?
I hate you. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we went to counseling and that saved our marriage.
It did.
We got a book called The 5 Love Languages.
I've heard of it.
Best book ever. If anyone is struggling in their relationship, get that book.
Mm-hmm.
If you're both on
You have
board.
to be willing to hear it, though.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And you both do. One person can't do it.
See,
You both have to do it.
I went to a therapist, and I think he ended it for us.
Well,
I
sometimes
think
they
he
can
made it
open your
really.
eyes.
I think he made it really clear that
Yeah.
this isn't working.
Yeah. Sometimes they can open your eyes and you can go, wow, you know what? This isn't going to work.
Yeah. The 5 love languages.
Yep.
Who wrote the book? Do you know?
You know, I don't remember, but I actually posted it on my wall last week. I saw the book on the internet and I thought, you know what, I need to post that because people who are struggling need to see this
Mm-hmm.
and read it.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of it. I can't remember exactly who was talking about it, but there was somebody else that saved their marriage as well.
And even if you're, you know, not in a marriage,
You
but you
want-
want to date, it just helps you be a better partner. Period.
Right. If you understand it.
Absolutely.
That's the thing.
So I was. I've had a relationship that's been on again, off again for 10 years, and it's really kind of interesting because. For about 5 years, I thought I couldn't live without this person in my life. And then he did something that hurt me so badly that I thought, you know what, I just can't even talk to you. And it was like 3.5 years before I saw him again. And then it was like when I saw him, I went, wow, I'm really over you. I don't feel anything. And I was good with that. I felt really good with that. And then weekend before last, he came to see me on my birthday weekend. And, you know, it was like this big build-up for 6 months about how he was going to make this amazing birthday weekend. And it turned out to be an amazing birthday weekend, but not in a positive way, in a negative way. And I thought to myself, you know, it's really sad that you've invested this amount of time in a person who really truly doesn't understand you. And there was something I posted on my Facebook page right after that, and it said, time decides who you meet in your life, your heart decides who you want in your life, behavior decides who will stay in your life.
That's
and his
very
behavior
good.
was so bad that after 10 years I've just decided that he isn't worth keeping in my life.
Wow.
It's really sad.
That is sad.
There's a lot of things that he had as a man that appealed to me. But
Well,
as you get older,
c'est
too,
la
you
vie.
can,
Bring in the next one.
Yeah.
no, it's not that. It's not that easy, Cindy. And I'm not cavalier about it because I really loved him for a good portion of that 10 years, and almost to the point of it being negative for me. That you love too much, and I think you can do that. I think you can love too much.
Or give too much.
Or give too much. And so anyway, there's a sense of freedom of not having that intense desire anymore. There's a sense
And the
of
freedom feels
to
good.
that. Yeah.
It feels good.
But I think in not all, but in the majority of relationships, there's always one who loves more than the
Yeah,
other.
and that person holds the power. The one who doesn't love you as much holds the power. And, you know, in a great relationship like you have, the balance is there. You love your husband, he loves you, and the balance is there. But it's not like this or like this. It's like this. It's on an equal plane. And I think that makes a huge difference.
Well, that's the Living Dolls Inc. thoughts on
Relationships.
love, relationships, and men.
And men,
Uh-huh.
for this week,
For
we
this-
got a lot more to say.
I have
Oh,
a feeling
yeah.
this topic will join
Come
us
up again.
again. Thank you.